Well, hi, and welcome to Lori's Crafting Place.blogspot.com. So nice to have you join me today. This is Wednesday, and you never know what we might do on Wednesdays. But today we're going to make a card, and I think it's cute. And I got this card idea from May Makes It. I think is what her May made it. Yeah, that's what it's called. May Made It Crafts, and she does a wonderful job. And I just thought this was such a cute card, so I thought we'd give it a try. So let me get you down here where you can see, and we will. Let's see how far down I want to go. Make sure I'm on here. Make sure you can see everything. Right here. I forgot to put my paper back up here, so I've got my craft mat, and it's kind of a disaster, but we're gonna just go with it. So what I did was I used these dies. They're from an old stamp company that's no longer around, and it's Coffee First die set, and I love this die set. I don't really have one that you know, for coffee or tea. Well, I have a tea one that's Stampin' Up, and but I don't have a coffee one. So this makes a really little one. So we're gonna have a little card with a little glass. I'm turning it into a glass instead of coffee. And so I used the straw die out of it, and I used the glass, or this can be a cup, out of it. And I'll set this over here to the side. And what I did was I cut out of a piece of vellum. So I had a piece of vellum, and I laid over the top of this piece of vellum a piece of acetate. And so I just laid it over there, put the die, and cut it out. So that was one of the things I did. So I cut it out, and we got this glass with it. It looks like it has milk in it, but we're going to cut that off some, so I'll show you that in a second. And then I made the straw, so I laid the die on there, and I got this little teeny tiny straw, which I think is cute. And then we needed some cookies, some chocolate chip cookies. And so what I did is I took this flower punch. It's an old punch that I've had for years, and even though it's a scalloped flower, I thought that'll work for cookies. And so I punched out 3 of those, and then I made some chocolate chips on there. So I'll show you how I did that. I just took a Sharpie, a black Sharpie, and then I just made some little triangle things. And I mean, you can make them wherever you want, and just make, and you can even go the other direction. So we go up, because chocolate chips are kind of all over the place when you make them. Sometimes they're even in a cluster. So I'll make another one here. Maybe I'll put one over here, just wherever you might want to put one, and I think we need one right here. So then I got my chocolate chips, and I don't really need any more. I think that's good. So there's my chocolate chip cookies that are going to go in here. Then I used a card base with this, I don't know what color of a blue it is, but it's blue, and it was just a 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then folded in half. And then I had a piece of this scrap paper, and I cut it, and that's going to go on top of here. And that measures, I'm not exactly sure what it measures. I will have all the measurements down in the description box, but let's see what this is. This is about 3 7/8 by, let's see, by 5 1/8. And then I cut another piece. I think this is Tempting Turquoise, and that's going to go right here. And that one measures, let's see, that one measures about 2 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, well, I don't know what that looks like, oil or something on my ruler. And so then that's going to go right on here. And so let's start layering this. So we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to glue this down. And this is a quick card once you get the pieces cut out. And I didn't want to have to cut everything out and do everything while we're doing this, because it takes a while, it takes a while to do them. But once you get your pieces cut out, these cards just work up so quick. So we'll put that on there. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to put this one on here. Just put some glue around and stick that on there, leaving a border around it. I'll smush it down, then I can do this, otherwise it goes sliding around. Okay, so there's the front of our card. And then, let's see, then I think that we will take and get this glass. Okay, I really don't want this to get fingerprints and stuff all over it, so I'm gonna stick it on here for a minute. I want to see, I got little things on here from when I erased. I don't want those on there, so I'm trying to get them off. They won't come off. Come off of there. The little, erasure thingies. Get off of there. Okay, so I'm going to figure out how full I want my cup. And I think that I'm going to cut this off right about here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. Okay, let's see if I can get it. I guess I could do it there. Oh, you know what? I always forget I have this little guy here. Things don't really stick to it, and you can still see it. So I'm going to put my lid back on my glue. And then I've got this really, really narrow, it must be like 1/8 of an inch tape that I bought from Temu. And let me find the end of it here. There we are. And I'm going to put that on here. And then we're going to cut this off. And then I'm going to put this down here. Let's see, I think it goes all the way down here. We'll see. And we'll put this other one over here on this, whoops, maybe. We'll put that one on that side. And cut that off. Stick that down. And what else did I want to do? Oh yes, I'm going to put the straw back there too. So let's get this off so I can put my milk in here. Come off. Sometimes it gets pretty sticky, this tape. It's a good tape. Even if, I mean, it was pretty cheap. I think I got like 20 little rolls for something. I don't even remember what I paid for it. Okay, then I'm going to take my milk and put it right there, and I'm going to line this up right on here. And we got our glass of milk. Isn't that cool? Okay, then the next thing, let's see, I'm going to get my straw. And I'm going to stick my straw in here. And I'm going to hook my straw down here on this. See where I've got the tape? Well, it's supposed to stick. Well, yeah, it will stick if I put another little piece of tape on there. I'll just put another little piece of tape right here. And then pull that off. If I can grab it. I've just cut my nails, so I don't have any nails. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Did I even get that? Yeah, okay. It didn't feel like it came up. Okay, and let's put this, attach it right here. That should work. Hopefully. Okay, and then let me see. Then what I want to do is put some of these. I hope I can get these on here. I have to cut these really small. And I'm going to stick this one right across here. And that will even hold that even more in place, as long as it's not showing the bottom. Okay, oh, get off me. And then, sorry, I start to talk really soft. And then, I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, here's another one. We're going to stick that one, whoops. We're going to stick that one on there. And we're going to take this one right here and put it on this side. So what I'm doing is trying to make it so that it's raised up a little to give it some dimension. And we're going to come up here. Like I said, I hope I'm doing this right, but we'll see in a minute. Well, let's see here. That one got stuck on my finger. Okay. And I think that's up as far as I'm going to go. So we'll see how that works. We'll put our little piece over here. Might be able to use that for later. But yeah, I really kind of wish I had a bigger cup. That would have been cool on here. Guess I might have to just look around, see if they have any. Might have to go back to Temu and look and see. Get these little backings off of these things. Let's see, does that one have one? Nope, that one doesn't have one. Okay, then we should be able to take our cup and put it on here. I think I'm going to come over here to the side. Okay, I probably didn't want to make my tape so far up there, but I did, so it works. So I don't know how or why. My vellum is pretty thin vellum, I guess, but anyways, it still looks like a glass of milk. Then we're going to take one of our cookies, and this cookie is pretty big. So I'm thinking maybe I can just cut part of my cookie off, and I can stick in here a half a cookie. half a cookie down here in the milk. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to stick this down in here like that. We got our cookie. Then we're going to take our other cookies. And I'm going to put one. I'm going to put one over here. I'll just stick it right here. And then this other cookie, I think I'm going to pop up on pop dots. So we'll take these pop dots, dimensionals, whatever you want to call them. Take that one off of there. Oops, there's that little guy. And we'll peel the backing off of these. Okay. Let's see. Take that off. And we'll stick this one right over here. And so we have our cookies and our milk. And then what I'm going to do, I suppose I should have ripped that cookie, but that's all right. And then I think what I'm going to do is take this, let's see, what color do I want to use? Maybe I'll just use some white. I have a little piece of white here. Let's see if I can grab it. This piece of white, and then I'm going to stamp. Let's see, what should I stamp? I don't have anything that says anything about cookies or anything. So I guess what I could do, peel that off. It's bugging me. So I guess what I could do is let me get, I got my other punches out over here, and I think I'm going to use this punch, and I do not even remember the name of this punch, but I use this one a lot, and I think I'm going to punch it out. Okay, so now we're just going, you know, we're just right off the cuff here. Doing what I'm gonna do. So, and I'm gonna take, where'd it go? Here it is. My black pen, and I'm gonna try to write here. I'm gonna write, make sure my pen will write. Your one, and I think we'll make smart cookie. Your one smart cookie. Alrighty, and we'll put that. And I think I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put it like back here. I think is what I'm going to do. That way you can see the straw. And I think I might pop that up also. So let's put a couple of these on. I'll put one here. And we'll put one here, and one here. Boy, these things sure get sticky. One thing I'm not used to where we're living is we have a lot of humidity. Way high humidity. And I notice that things kind of melt and stick together and all that. So quite different than where we came from. Okay, I'm just going to stick that, I think, right like that. And there's our card. I did not do the inside, but you could put a piece of white paper and put it inside there to write your sentiment. And that would be the card. I think it turned out cute. Well, tell me what you think. If you like it, click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and we'll see what we're going to be making on Friday. Friday, don't forget, is our Fun Fold Friday. So today was just whatever we do. We don't know what we're going to do on Wednesdays. But I decided to make a card. I saw this one, thought it was cute. I didn't have a cookie stamp, and you know, I just think it turned out cute. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and until next time, happy creating. Bye-bye.